This nigga. Man. How do I look, man? We rolling? I look terrible on these cameras, man. I mean, we're going to go away from YouTube, man. We just going to have audio. We just going to have audio around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? No, man. You got to figure out a way to walk back to your seat.
Yeah.
After you
I do. I'm figuring it out.
I can walk back with
sucking the stomach in. You sit down.
Oh, man. So I guess any money more.
I want to smoke this one first, man. That's why I fucking brought it.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. What are we smoking?
Huh?
What you got in your blunts is what I'm asking you. You don't understand the question?
You open this, man. I got no.
What do you have in your blunts is what I'm asking you.
Galactic cookies.
Okay. All of them? All of them?
Death Star and just some regular old no-name OG.
Well, one of mine. You having weed. Where you get some regular? Where you just get some regular OG from?
From last time.
You ain't had no regular OG.
Yes, it is. I told you. I said I got a zip of the Death Star and half of the OG. So I told you.
Where you get OG from?
The same dude.
That ain't the same. No, they ain't the same person. Because they only got Zop. So you got some OG from somewhere. Where you get it from?
You want to say his name?
No. Is it the Bolingbrook guy? Did you reach back out to this guy?
No.
with the cheap Reggie weed? Trying to see what I was smoking.
I don't smoke Reggie. I know you said it on Carol Air. I don't fucking smoke Reggie. Don't disrespect me.
Stop
like
hitting the motherfucking record button before you hit record, motherfucker. Oh shit, we are.
Oh, y'all right, we are.
Oh, my bad.
Fucking disrespect me like that. I smoke Reggie.
I thought we weren't rolling.
Oh man, you pass me my fucking water? Fuck this.
Take mine, open it. I sipped out of it already. Check the seal.
No, man. Fuck it.
No, seal, just do it back. Pause. You know they said you shouldn't say pause. Oh, here you go. Be the honorary.
You already lit it.
I'm always the first one to smoke it.
I gotta do my intro, man.
All right, well, give me the fucking one. Let me get this a little closer. Got all this space at the front of the table. We just shove it all to the back. I don't know what the fuck this guy's thinking tonight. Man. We're doing them on Saturdays now. I don't know how we got on this day. Maybe this is what's going on. We just steal them from this. Come on.
Ain't no fault. Talk about me.
Because you want to just be, let me not say nothing, man. Let me be quiet.
Holy shit.
We're going to have a good episode, I feel it.
Welcome to episode 48 of the Straight Gas Homie Podcast. I am D-Block. To my left is Dale.
The truth teller.
The truth teller. The blunt stiller. I don't want it yet, man.
You doing the intro?
Doing my intro.
So you want me to put it out?
No.
All right.
Follow us on Instagram at straight_gas_homie. Follow us on YouTube at straight_gas_homie. Follow us on the Twitter that Dale never uses.
Just keep saying
Straight Gas Homie 226. Is it your gang?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't allow me to put Straight Gas Homie because it was already occupied. I tried. I told you.
You don't need your excuses, Dale. Follow him at Instagram at Dale226 again. And follow me at Instagram at DBlock1203. It's my birthday.
I hope this camera has, it's 4K, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe I can zoom in and see this shattered watch that I'm wearing because this guy shattered my Apple Watch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his problem is. Man. Just keep doing things, but if you're able to zoom in and see this, why is Dale wearing a fucked up Apple Watch? It's because it was shattered today while doing hard manual labor. Now this guy to my right, Double D.
The host of the Straight Gas Homie Podcast, episode 48. Thank you, homies, for tuning in to us for another fun-filled episode. I like that. You like my intro?
Yeah, I like that one, man. You put a little thought into that one.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. Trying to be more professional, man. We've hit a year. We've hit a year landmark. I'm trying new things. Clearly, Dale's trying new things. He took the camera and he put it slightly askew.
I got the table on the angle too. Can y'all notice?
Yeah.
I understand that the adjustment, we got an extra flag, double down. Double D providing another marijuana flag. It has no signatures.
As of yet?
No, because we're moving. We're gonna be the old location is being renovated, so we're gonna be moving. He's gonna use this spot. It's being renovated.
Okay.
So I won't have any signatures, unlike the one that he has at the Club Gas.
Club Gas.
Yeah. So whatever.
The VIP room for the Club Gas is coming along quite well.
All right, you doing it yourself?
I need help. I asked you for fucking help. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
And you ain't helped me do shit. I done put TVs on the wall and shit. And you don't even seem interested when I'm showing you my accomplishments. So you expect me to set aside some time while your neighbors want to fucking load up the streets with chairs. I've never seen people put chairs in the streets with no reason. There's no reason behind it. No snow, no nothing. So I can imagine what you're dealing with now. So I don't want to park on the next block when the block over is filled with gang members, thieves, thugs. Do you know people are taking Durangos nowadays? They taking Jeeps in Durangos. I don't want to walk outside, walk around the corner and my truck is missing. Then what am I supposed to do? Uber. Chalk it up. Let's go.
How get your Uber XL, man?
What's the XL? Is it Express?
Yeah, large.
Is it going to get me home?
It's luxury vehicle. Get you home in style.
Uber XL.
No, the women say, man, you rather cry in the rain or on the bus.
Shit, probably the bus. It'll take longer. I get to fucking drown myself my own sorrows alone. The back of the bus looking out the window. You see, that's how Snowfall. That's how Franklin was coming back when they kicked this black ass out that school for having that episode. What was it? The finale of season 3. We ain't getting to Snowfall yet, but did you know Snowfall was such a phenomenon? The way the blacks came out in unison for like Snowfall, people that I didn't even. I'm gonna wait till we get to Snowfall. It's just a lot of things I've been watching, but I don't want to be that guy. I'm gonna try to change it for the year 2.
Are you cold, man? You can turn that heat on?
I'm not. Oh. Do you want me to get up?
Yeah.
What if I just snatch the whole fucking camera man?
I would hope you didn't, man.
Are you hot?
How's your week been? It's blowing the smoke out.
Alright, my bad.
How's your week been, man? Since the last time we saw you, man.
My week has been I don't know. Getting ready for. I've been
Nothing new?
Nothing new, man. Just no, nothing new. Just getting prepared for next week. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Next week. That's it.
All right,
Nah, I ain't got shit. Not that I can think of. I talk too much already. So we're gonna let you try to get more of your shit off. You know what I'm saying? You passing it? It's going out pretty quick. Yeah, I know.
It's not good.
Not like a Garcia Vega.
Yeah, man. I seen somebody on Snapchat say that they smoke these and they're pretty good blunts, so I want to try it. Just try something different.
Yeah.
It's not.
Nah.
It's not doing it for me.
I got you.
It's kind of fancy, but it's really not doing it for me.
Yeah, it's pricey too, compared to the other ones. What is this? It's like a 3-pack, a double pack.
Yeah, it's a double pack. What's the fucking price on it? $2.49 is not that bad.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
But my week was pretty much the same, man. I don't really do too much. Been watching a lot of the NBA, a lot of sports. I'm really getting back into the NBA. And that's it, man.
NBA a hard watch, man. Even watching the highlights, I try to keep up with it and watching the highlights. Sometimes it's just tough. I do follow Zion. I always check out Zion highlights. And I watch a little bit of LeBron too, just to see what he's still doing at his age. You know, I give him his kudos for that. You know what I'm saying? I saw who was they just playing when he came down the lane and just moved right, just like the old LeBron, just came down the lane, just
Utah,
dunked that motherfucker. Yeah, man. LeBron's still doing his thing. Shout out your boy, LeBron James, LBJ. But go ahead, finish about your.
Well, we'll get into tomorrow is the last day of Black History Month, man. Anything?
It was a blur, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're back pretty fast, man. Anything you want to say? Something did you notice that I've been wearing Black History hoodies on the show?
No, I didn't.
For the past like three shows? Didn't even notice it, did you?
I didn't. I thought you just being different because what is that? This is why. Who is that? Cap? Is that Kaepernick?
No, it's not Kaepernick. Look closely.
It looks like taking a knee.
Right, but do you see what it is? Yeah.
I can't tell what that is, man.
It's the names of the victims.
No, I understand that, but what they taking the knee?
Right, they taking the knee.
Well, his fucking foot. I don't know what the fuck.
Blacks.
he got a damn bozo shoe on. I thought it was Kaepernick taking a knee, symbolizing what they named it. That is creative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But who is it? That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't have to. It's us.
Should be
it's
Kaepernick.
all of us. It's black people.
Taking a knee.
Right.
Solidarity. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did.
All right.
Fuck you, man.
I got you. No, but that's cool.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. You didn't notice.
I noticed the marijuana paraphernalia that you wear every week. I didn't notice the black powder.
I switched it up from wearing the marijuana paraphernalia because I realized it was Black History Month. So I wanted to do something for Black History.
So hats don't count?
I mean, it counts. Why are you shitting on what I'm trying to do?
I'm not shitting on it, man. I'm responding to it. Great job, man. Representing the brothers, representing the struggle. There you go. We got you. All right.
Have you taught any of your kids anything about Black History this month?
No.
This is not a big money in your household?
No.
Or a big deal?
No. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like Black History Month is a big deal because I'm black. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that it's not a point of emphasis in my life, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? To celebrate, make sure I see people got their posts. They like, this day I want to celebrate so and so and so and so.
Yeah.
It's like clickbait. You want to get likes. I'm not liking your post because you took the time to do that. You know what I'm saying? Good for you.
They should do that in school?
What?
Like make the kids do something every single day for Black History Month and stuff like that?
When I was in school,
No, for your kids right now.
nah, I don't think. Nah, like
Nothing?
Nah, it's different. The schools, like, so the type of school system, the city school system, predominantly all black school. We may have like one fucking student ever in my elementary. You know what I'm saying? High school is a little different, but I can go back to like elementary where we would really talk Black history. They really dove into it. Outside of that, I went to Lincoln Park after that. So Lincoln Park was super diverse. You know what I'm saying? They could go without our black ass. They probably would. I can't remember much history from there. So I can just imagine like with my kids. Kimaji had a piece that he had to do on like Jay-Z, something with Jay-Z, which I was like, lets me know how deep they mind go in these schools when it comes to Black history. We were asking Junior to write a piece on Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Not like how they used to really teach us about Black history.
Jay-Z is a black historical figure.
Nah, man, you know what I mean? Like, this person invented XYZ. This is why they're important. I understand what it's Jay-Z, man. Don't try to give me this shit that he's been doing for the last, maybe 10 years. I give him 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Don't talk about it. Don't give me Jay-Z. You gotta give me something else.
But I mean,
I understand. I'm just comparing it to what the time.
It just came out that, I don't know if it's true, but he's creating an app. I think it's called Perch Credit. So people who basically got it out. There you go. So if you pay your Hulu, Netflix, and some other bill, like I think it go towards fixing your credit or some shit like that. And it's called Perch Credit. He's trying to invent that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So I mean, he's
I'm not shitting on him. I'm not saying nothing negative.
At this point, I feel like Jay-Z can be looked at as somebody who I wouldn't be mad if somebody did Black History Month things on Jay-Z.
I just think it's too early. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about like when they really teaching history.
Mm-hmm.
They really like. I probably can ask like Kimaje about just throw a name out, George Washington Carver or something like that. He won't have a clue. He might, but I guarantee they're not teaching him that type of stuff. W.E.B. Du Bois. You know what I'm saying? They're not teaching them that stuff. Yeah, that's just fucking you.
Come on!
No, I'm just saying. They're not teaching them that. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying?
Think they teach it?
Nah. Cause even he was even telling me like how they how sometimes he was like one of his teachers, they were kind of like not talking about Black history, trying to talk about like Black issues. You know what I'm saying? As a white woman. You know what I'm saying? She makes it a point of emphasis to make sure that she talks about it. That would be. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever had a white Black history teacher. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine having did your history teachers, were they white, Black history? Was that a course in your school systems?
Black history?
Yeah.
No.
We had Black history.
Not Black history. I mean, I went to a school where the teachers that I had predominantly was like black for like my major grades. My 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 8th grade teachers was black. So like when I got like the good history lesson and shit like that from them. When I got to high school, I don't even think we had black history. I think that shit was all like world history and shit like that. I was in honors class, so it was like,
well, you definitely had white teachers.
yeah. So I don't really remember no.
And let me not say that black, because you know, like every time you say something, I'm not saying that black teachers can't teach honors classes. I'm just saying, I feel like I had to say that because I don't want people to say.
I don't even think we had a black teacher. I don't think I had a black teacher when I was at.
What school was this?
I did. No, I'm not. My math teacher, she was black. My algebra teacher, she was black.
What school was this?
Prosser.
Oh, okay.
I do. She might have been the only one. That's crazy. Now that I'm thinking about that, she might have been the only one.
Out the whole school?
Not the whole school that I had. You know what I'm saying? For my, as
All
a
the
teacher
actually taught for you.
that actually taught me. Like,
Okay.
Probably like my whole 4 years. She might have been like the only black teacher that I had. That I could, if I can think.
I had a lot of them. You always
my
learn.
drafting teacher was black. So and my drafting teacher and my shop teacher was black.
Did you learn different from your black teachers than the white ones? Was it a difference in the way they teach? Because you can relate to them more. They know how to deliver.
I mean, I feel like the black kids respected them more, and they could say certain things, and they can get away with something like slick talk or something like that. And we'll pick up on it, and they could, like you just said, like relate to us more in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like get the classroom to buy in a different way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Than a white teacher could. Like, but it's all. I mean, back then it's all sort of kind of the same. Like, if a white teacher cracks a good joke, like, you gonna look at it, because back then you're not really looking at these people as like they're regular people.
Right.
So it's like, wow, you actually listen to that, you actually know what that is and shit like that. Like,
Teachers were word, like, you didn't look at teachers like, if they say something cool, you'd be like, you cool,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's like,
I'm trying to think, my shit, I had African American history. I think that was at Clemente though. That was nice school. I think I had African American. I think I had like Black history and all of them. Jamal's sister was actually a teacher at Lincoln Park. Well, she's a sub. She came and she was like, so when she would come, she would like, you respected Miss Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that respect thing with the black teachers, they knew how to get it. You know what I'm saying? They won't go play with your ass. You know what I'm saying? But
back
also,
then they had to work too hard to get it. So they had that. They always wasn't afraid or was super willing to let you know, especially the women. It's like, nah, I worked too hard to get to this point. And
hell yeah.
a lot of my black teachers that was women, I've seen them cry and break down in class a lot, because it's like dealing with how savage kids can be. You know what I'm saying? And you try so hard, like that shit just always gets to them. So.
Man, I ain't had no weak black teachers. I told you.
They wasn't weak,
well,
but
no,
they
like,
just like got to that point where it's like I care so much, I want to put my hands on you. It's just so sad that your parents ain't doing nothing for you. Yeah. It's like, are you serious? It's like that going back and forth. It's like, you're a fucking child. Like, I remember.
I told you my 5th grade teacher slapped the shit out of me in the lunchroom, and then told my grandma that she slapped my ass. So I rolled up my ticket. And she taught me a lesson. I don't think I already wasn't gonna like smoke, but that shit stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I never did it again. A white teacher can never do that. You know what I'm saying? But they also couldn't get that respect. They just knew how to. You had like I know I'm gonna get you a better chair, man. You see why I sat in this one? I refuse to sit in those. Fuck it, man. I was gonna go.
Yeah, man. One thing I wanted to come in and talk about before Black History Month was over with was this app that I came across. I keep seeing it on Facebook. It's called ALLBLK. Are you familiar with the ALLBLK app?
Nah, I never heard of it.
It's an app called ALLBLK, and on there it's all black shows. It's all black shows made by all black people, produced by all black people, etc., etc. So
it's a lot of Tyler Perry.
It's not. I wouldn't say Tyler Perry. It's like a. I don't know who produces it and everything like that, because you gotta pay. I think it's like $5.99. But I seen the dude from, I don't know, who the fuck is his name? He got like 1 million followers. But I seen the dude from ALLBLK. He got like 5.99. But I seen the dude from, I don't know, who the fuck is his name? He got like 5.99. But I seen the dude from, I don't know, who the fuck is his name? He got like 5.99. But I seen the dude from ALLBLK. He got like 5.99. But I seen the dude from, I don't know, who the fuck is his name? He got like 5.99. But I seen the dude from ALLBLK. He got like 5.99. But I seen the dude from, I don't know, who the fuck is his name? He got like 5.99. But I seen the dude from ALLBLK. He got like 5.99. But I seen the dude from, I don't know, who the fuck is his name? He got like 5.99. But I seen the dude from ALLBLK. He got like 5.99. But I seen the dude from, I don't know, who the fuck is his name? He got like Who the fuck on there? It's got like real actors in there too, like the dude from That's So Raven. Like, don't laugh before I say it. The black kid from That's So Raven, he's on there in the sitcom.
Like the black karate man.
No,
I don't know his name. That's always in the movie. I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about though.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You know that black dude that's always in the.
No, I'm being serious, man.
I'm being serious.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna show you.
Like,
like he is always in the movie.
It's people like what's the dude? Pooh from who played in fucking The Game. Who was Daryl. He on there. He got a show on there. It's like different movies on there. So All Black is definitely an app that I'm gonna get. I'm gonna invest in, and I'm gonna check that out moving forward. I'm gonna check. See, what do you
hear that?
I'm gonna check that out. The All Black app. I'm definitely gonna check that out, man. Start the free trial. I'm gonna do the free trial first to see what's on there. It's a sitcom I seen that was on there. I can't really remember what the name of the sitcom was, but it looked real good, and it looked like it got like intense. You know what I'm saying? Like good drama movies or whatever. It ain't like new actors, cause sometimes you get to the point where it's like, alright, I'm tired of seeing the same old actors. Even with black actors, like I'm tired of seeing the same old black actors. Mm-hmm. So it's like just some different shit. It seemed like something that was made for us, and it got like the type of entertainment and shit like that we want to see on there. So,
alright.
All Black is a app that I feel like everybody should go check out, and I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna give my review on it when I come back next week.
Alright, let me know.
Have a review, man.
Let me know. Okay.
How about you fucking download it?
Why? Why? Because I'm black? Listen, man, if something's bad, it's bad. You go ahead, give it to me.
Oh, come on!
Listen, man, you gotta be real with yourself. So if you gonna pay, I hope that that $5.99 is worth it. I hope it's great. I hope you can encourage me to go ahead and purchase it. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen my fair share of poor produced black cinema that I know I can pretty much take a guess at what I'm going to get. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a hard pass for me. It's gonna be a hard pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Come on!
I'm not trying to be negative.
You are one pathetic loser.
I'm just telling the truth, man. Like,
I'm definitely gonna check it out, man.
And I hope that it is great so I can tune in.
It does look like it don't look like what you think it is. I know what you think it is. It don't look like what you think.
All right, that's what I'm saying. Then hopefully it's not. I'm gonna subscribe because I need some shit to watch. You know what I'm saying? Damn, but if it is.
But we are here, man. Everybody knows about we're here. Snowfall, man. It's finally back. Season 4, 2-episode premiere.
Okay.
What did you think?
What did you think? I always go first. So what did you think?
Because I'm a fucking host, so I asked you. You're not.
Oh, okay. I just want to answer shit, okay, and run my ramble. I think I enjoyed it. I had to go back and watch the last 2 episodes of season 3 just to get like a refresher. Because it was gone so long. I was actually one of the people that was late to the party with Snowfall. I kept hearing about it. Skilo used to talk about it all the time when we've been in New Orleans and shit. And he was talking about Snowfall, and I'm like, man, I never seen it. When I saw Snowfall, I was thinking about, what's that white show? It's on fucking Netflix. I keep thinking like, it's some other shit.
Breaking Bad?
It reminds me of Breaking Bad comes to head to mind, but it's Snow something. But it's white as fuck, so I was like, why would I watch that? So then he was like, no. So then I think you watched it. And then you told me, you encouraged me to go ahead and look at it. And I think I binge watched it in like fucking 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like up all night watching this shit. So yeah, I got a refresher. And then I think the producer, John Singleton, he died, right? Mm-hmm. So it's under the new production, just to see how it all measures up. And I think it delivered. I think it didn't miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? I think it's set up for a like wild season. I don't know how many episodes they're gonna give you, but episodes they're gonna give you. But clearly they're not under the Marvel Act because they actually give you an hour, a little over an hour, and they gave you 2 for 1. You know what I'm saying? So I ultimately appreciated that as well. You want me to go in depth about like the characters and things like that?
I would feel like you just giving like a little weak ass synopsis of it. Like what is
okay.
What you think of?
When I initially saw like the trailers and I saw Franklin with the cane, I forgot why. So I thought it was something new. You know what I'm saying? So seeing how it kind of gives me the mindset. What I got from the first episode is that Franklin and Leon. What's his fucking name?
Leon, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like every one of these shows have this drama between the friends. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be the opposite of what you would get from Power. I kind of get a sense that Leon's normally like the muscle. You know what I'm saying? Franklin's the mind. So you get to see Franklin making these decisions, kind of fucking up, putting putting his faith in other people. You gonna interrupt me?
Right. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Speaking of the decisions, who do you pick? Whose side are you on? Man Boy or Scully? Which one would you take out?
Let me tell you, when I initially saw, when I saw at the end of episode 8, when they came through and they were shooting it out, my stupid ass, this is what I'm telling you, I be watching and playing games the same way. I'm thinking that they hit one of Franklin's spots and just wipe motherfuckers out. And he pulled off like, oh, this nigga hurt. So Man Boy was like flexing in the car. And I saw, what's his damn name? Stacy.
Yeah, it is.
Stacy. I'm like,
Scully.
I'm like, damn, what they rebelling? Not knowing that they went and shot his shit up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was about. So if I had to be on somebody's side, I don't know. It's a hard pick because Man Boy, he seems like he would be more of a problem for Franklin. So I probably would have went with Stacy. You know what I'm saying? Even though Scully, even though he's fucking like, he's sick to do what he did. You know what I'm saying? But like his mindset, I probably would have went with him. Get Man Boy out the way, and then eventually you could slowly get Scully out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I would have went Scully.
I think I would have went the other way around. I feel like even though Man Boy seems like he is a little wild and uncontrollable, I feel like he does ultimately want power and money. So people like that, they can always be controlled with power and money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's all dependent upon Franklin. He just don't move like a drug kingpin to me. Like, you didn't watch Queen of the South, but in Queen of the South, Teresita, she was the same way. It's like, you're a drug kingpin, you're a queenpin, like you're running a cartel, but you running around with like just 2 people. So I feel like if Franklin was to move the way he should move, which is like you are the man, you to connect, like then some of the problems that he had, I don't feel like that he would have those problems. But I do feel like I would side with Man Boy and I would get Scully out of there because he seems like.
You hear that?
I hear it.
Oh man.
Well, he said Scully seems like somebody that will this guy.
All right, Scully seems like somebody.
Scully seems like somebody that he got too much of an arm. So looking at Man Boy, like they not as organized and put together as Scully and his crew. So if I do have to eventually go up against one, I would rather go up against Man Boy, the person who is just all action and no fucking thought out. You know what I'm saying?
You got a bunch of idiots behind them.
Yeah, because clearly Scully's, when they went in there, they set him up. Clearly that old girl was in on it. They called dude and he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? Man Boy's, he was just gonna roll up there. They always gonna die. Because the way they was sitting in front of that outside, we wasn't finna get up in there. So it's like, that's why I would have.
I will say I did forget that, and I don't want to sound like I'm going back. I forgot the mindset of Man Boy, because when I read it, the way I told you how I looked at it at first was I thought that he just was like, all right, this nigga, because remember it came right after he was saying how Leon was taking his territory. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, you need to knock the prices down to 10 a key. And Franklin was just like, nah, nigga, the price is 15. And he family, so you know what it is if you fuck with him. So that's why I was thinking, like, he came through that bitch like, all right, you ain't got no protection, I'm laying niggas down. But the fact that he still didn't attack or go, he still followed the rules, even though Franklin was down like that, you know what I'm saying? I probably can see where you're coming from. I probably would change my decision and go with Man Boy because he does seem like he still falls in line, even when he had the chance to, you know what I'm saying, kind of overstep his boundaries and shit. Yes, Scully, that motherfucker was like militant. Like, he could just feel bullshit. Like
Yeah.
when he came in, he just got too much around.
Even he was like, I feel like he like I'm trying to fuck me.
Right.
Yeah, like he.
You know what I'm saying? Wise.
What I was gonna say about Man Boy, I feel like people don't like him because he's so arrogant and because he's that braggadocious, swaggy motherfucker. Like I feel like that's why people don't like him because he like. It's like 50 in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like it. I feel like two people who are of that level of stature can coexist, but it's just the outside that's the reason why they can't coexist. If that makes sense. Like it's the people on the outside. Like those two would be cool, but everybody else is saying like, who's like in the NBA? Whose team is this? Whose team is this? Is this your team? Is he the man? Who's gonna take the last shot? Who's gonna do this? Like we already know what it is. It don't matter what everybody else on the outside is saying. So that's how I feel like sort of kind of the relationship they got. Because even when you hear like his homie was like, man, maybe this is the time to go ahead and say it. And he was like, nah, like he ain't the one to mess with. You know what I'm saying? His brain still works. So even though I do feel like he see, you know what I'm saying, even though Saint the man, he still ain't got it, you know what I'm saying? Like when he was talking to him, like, you good? The fireworks shook you up, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so I do feel like Franklin at some point he gotta toughen up, he gotta man up. And I was looking at it like, who do you feel like needs to be his number two? Because Leon is not his number two at the time. And I feel like now he's looking for that person that he can lean on. He don't have Mel anymore. He don't have Leon. Kevin is gone. So it's like, okay, do I listen to my auntie, who is the one he probably should listen to? If I had to go with anybody, I would go with his auntie. Because she seems like the one that's more in tune with the streets and the one that's more level-headed. He can go with his uncle, who seems like he's like got one foot in life and one foot out. You know what I'm saying? He don't really seem like he really about that. Like he'll go, but he don't seem like it seems like that shit kind of shake him up a little bit. Peaches, he's the wartime concierge, the number two, where you know he just want to go. The Merc, I don't really think you can go with him. And then you got his mother and his father, who going probably the ones that he is probably gonna go with. As you can see on the end of episode 2, she hooked him up with the dude that's gonna get her close to.
Now she want to be in the business. You know what I'm saying?
Like if you do got that, and if they gonna try to use their money to put you in like a more political and a more, you know what I'm saying, legit realm to where I fuck dealing with the cops, we're gonna go next to the people over the cops. You know what I'm saying? So which one out of them? Which one do you feel like he should pick? His parents, Louise, whatever dude's name is, I don't fucking know. His uncle name.
I would say to go back to, well, I say like the relationships, well, like, and it kind of ties into your questions. Like, I think he'll find his number two back within Leon's. I think they'll find each other because you know what I'm saying. Like Leon, you see how he's working without a brain. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing stupid shit. I'm like, why would you go meet some Mexicans in the middle of nowhere? You know what I'm saying? Then the shit that Franklin is doing, you like, all right, you ain't got Leon in the muscle. So like I was saying, I don't think it'll turn out like a power scenario where they can never fully get back on the same page because one person keeps lying to the next. I think ultimately something happens to where it brings them back together. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of builds that structure back and they become back that, you know what I'm saying, that dominant. Because now Franklin is saying...
My brother has a theory that maybe Leon is the cause of the beef between Scully and Manboy, and we're going to find it out later on in the season. But Leon don't want to tell it yet.
Okay. I think it's just, well, mine is different. I think they're going to like, it's going to get to a point where like, something that'll be a big moment where they have to come back and coexist, but it's going to just make it's going to make the bond, or, you know what I'm saying, the business that much stronger because now everybody's well-rounded and Leon has got to experience life without Franklin and Franklin has experienced life without him, so they appreciate each other more.
Well, as of right now, who do you feel like he should listen to? Because he got to listen to somebody because he got a war coming on his hands. So who do you feel like he should go to or lean to?
I thought that he would lean more on the fucking CIA guy. You know what I'm saying? To kind of like,
Reed Thompson?
Yeah, I was thinking that he would lean more like
Reed Thompson, who's showing that he's the real G. The season.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking like more that maybe they relationship get better. You see how it ended, like you with me to the end at the end of the last one. So I'm like, maybe if I would think that out of all those people, I think that that's probably who he would go to. But if I had to pick one, I would say the auntie.
Right. Okay. But he did go to Reed, and that's where he got the plan to eliminate him inside with one or the other.
Yeah.
And I feel like him and Reed do got that relationship where it's like, all right, I'm not gonna help you, but I'm gonna help you underhand. I'm gonna give you the tools. I'm gonna give you the game, and I'm gonna give you the path that you should go down where you need to go with it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I think that, but yeah, it's pretty good. I think when I first watched it, I was like, man, I hope Snowfall doesn't fall victim to the power effect, to which the show is so great in the beginning because it's not as popular. Nobody know about it. So it's like you writing for that core. You know what I'm saying? You're just doing it for yourself. And then it becomes like Power was like football. The shit came on Sunday, and the next Monday, every fucking radio station, every podcast, everything was talking about the very next episode. Even that same fucking night. You know what I'm saying? So it became such a phenomenon that you couldn't get away from it. So you sort of kind of had to write it, you know what I'm saying, a little bit towards the fan, a little bit towards your fan base and what could make the headlines and shit like that. And I feel like Power sort of kind of got away from its core and what it was supposed to be. Even though I still feel like it was a great show, it felt like it probably could have been a little bit different. And watching the first 2 episodes of Snowfall, I was like, man, I hope it don't fall victim to that. And I sort of kind of felt like it did. Then when I rewatched it, I was like, nah, it still got that old Snowfall feel. You know what I'm saying? It still feel like all the characters are still there. Everything that you like about it, like, it's funny. Even like the little nuances where when he goes see Scully, you know what I'm saying? He not just a monster because you see him doing his daughter hair. So you see the humane part of it. You see, and it's hard. It's a hard decision. Even on the audience, as you see it, you're like, damn, should he side with Man Boy and do this to Scully because he got a daughter? You know what I'm saying? Even though he's a criminal, but you still see the human part of it. And with Man Boy, you only see the savage part. You know what I'm saying? Like you never see nothing but him just being a dickhead, him just being a goat. So I do like Snowfall. It is still a pretty good show.
Yeah, my bad. If you could find something like that, just like how that shit that you talking about kind of happened with the reporter and Mel's storyline, like where that's why I think that they're gonna throw that little extra. You like, all right, we don't need it to be like that. Go to the father place. You know what I'm saying? He get rid of her. She happened to see something about the brewing. She walked back in, say the day. Yeah. Now he's gullible and tell her everything. Yeah. That's that shit that you like, all right, come on.
That's going to lead to his downfall.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we don't need that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It can't come from that. And I hope it don't. I hope I'm wrong about that one. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed both episodes. Yeah, man, that's it. Some people, I'm just waiting on you to ask more.
What the fuck else was I saying?
Is it gonna be any depth? Is this the final season?
I hope not. How many seasons do you can go?
It depends on how they spend the angle.
I think 6. I think you can run a good 6 seasons.
Cause they just gave you 2 episodes. They really didn't give you anything. It's still so many different storylines. It just got started. So it depends on how many they air. They don't do like nothing. They don't do like 16. They probably do like 10, right? Maybe 8 or 10. So if they're doing 8 or 10, I can see it maybe going 6 or 7 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Because they can bounce off of different scenarios and progress with other things. But I think they're gonna have to lose a couple people along the way to just keep that fresh effect. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, because that's what keep you drawn in. That's how Walking Dead kind of lost a lot of its. It took that element out, so you just like.
I don't think a lot of people gonna die. Do you think Leon is overreacting for what he's doing? About like not wanting to work with the Mexicans, still not seeing Kevin's faults and why he needed to go and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, he was already heading down that way though. On the way, like you know what I'm saying, when he was. Start getting that money and start feeling himself. You know what I'm saying? So, see, that's why we can't get this high because I'm about to lose my train of thought again. Leon, do I think, what the fuck you just asked? Say that again.
I think I said, just, I don't know, I think I asked you, like, how do you feel about Leon and him? Like,
No, his ego. I think it's just his ego. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Leon, it's hard for me to describe that shit. Like, because it's so many of the same type of character that fall victim to that. Like, I don't want to say it's a jealousy thing.
I asked you about him working with the, like, do you think he's justified in not wanting to work with the Mexicans and not wanting to let go of what happened with Kevin and not just,
maybe to each his own. He got that loyalty thing.
Accept the rules of the streets and how it really goes.
Yeah, no, that's his friend. So maybe he being loyal, I guess.
So
to a sense.
So with that, so do you feel like, because I don't feel like this, I don't feel like they'll be enemies, but I don't feel like they'll just come back and work with each other. Because even when you heard, you know what I'm saying, it's like, I got my own thing, I'm running, I'm not going to come back just to ride around, just to drive you around. Mm-hmm. And that kind of shows like, now Franklin got to take a step back and look at it from Leon's perspective. So now, you never made me feel like your number two. You just made me feel like your bodyguard and your driver. Mm-hmm. So that presents a problem because you can't go back and switch that up and make me feel, you know what I'm saying, like your number two. So it's like, all right, now I got my own shit. It's like, I don't want to say it's like that typical clash of the student overpowering the master or whatever, but I just feel like it's like, nah, man, he just probably never really felt appreciated. And I don't really know what Franklin can do to make him feel more appreciated.
I don't know. I mean, probably like, he probably feels like his opinion isn't valued. You know what I'm saying? Franklin gonna always make his decision, like based upon what he think is best. You know what I'm saying? I think he probably just wants him to like see his point of view a little more. You know what I'm saying?
We're ready for episode 2, man. Cause 3, yeah. Cause Reed wasn't playing around with Avi about his guns.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, Avi ass, man. I'm like what? He's not fucking playing with you, man.
Yeah. like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Like, yeah.
I ain't fucking playing with
and even when Reed went up in there and when Leon got started getting loud, he was like, hey, man, control your boy, man. Get control. I'm like, okay. I like where Reed's character is going in this season, man. So I'm really looking forward to it, man. We'll stay with Black Cinema, man. All American, man. What you think? With the cabin episode, man. We was waiting for it, and we finally got it. The cabin episode. What you think about it?
I think that from not judging All American so hard, I think All American was it was a solid episode. It was a very predictable episode, I would say. Like, you just knew with him going up to the cabin and the fallout from him and Coop, you just knew that with them popping up on him, that she was gonna find her way there at some point. And because you saw it in the preview, they were gonna have interaction. Right.
Just thrown.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, oh, I thought I was coming to console you, but I see you moved on.
Now with that part, this is why I don't like Coop. At no point did he ever say, or did we ever hear him say, I'm coming up here alone. Yeah. No one else is coming. Yeah. So if you don't walk through the door and get mad and say, oh, I see why I haven't heard from you all day. So whatever she said, you up here, you ain't
because the dynamic of their relationship though, it's just like they do everything together. You going up here, you got people up here, I didn't get the invite. I feel a way about it. I can feel it, I understand it. It's like if you see all your guys go out and you're like, damn, why invite me? You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, well, your ass ain't gonna come. Or whatever it is, you be like, no, still give me the
conversation that they had. Like, and then with her having a conversation trying to throw it back on Spencer. And Spencer, he does have some fault in it as well. Like, he does stick his nose in business that doesn't belong to him. But it's like, you're wrong. Like, even though I do that, everything that you're saying is just, you're in the wrong, Coop. And you're stupid. You're dumb. I really don't like it.
You want to have an issue with everything.
I really don't like
you taking matters into your own hands and fucking it up. Like, even with her girlfriend. Like, no, I don't want you doing this. Man, what the fuck can you do for me? Nothing. You can't do nothing.
Can't even go to school. I'm about to drop out. And you let me get off Snowfall without mentioning the fact that if you think, first of all, these TV shows, they have to stop. Stacy, all right, I believe it. Because he was a gangster back in the wood, I got it.
Okay.
If you think I'm gonna watch Snowfall and watch this new girl on there with the ebony face after she went to Junior's bachelor party. You got another fucking thing coming, man. I'm not gonna watch that. Fucking jaws is sticking out like that. She's not cute to me.
No,
like
strong ass face.
Like, I just don't like it. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say we got All American. I was just about to take the girl from All, and her acting is bad. Her character, All American, her character. I'm like,
who?
You got the nerve. Her in All American. Jordan's girlfriend. That's what we talking about, right?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about the girl from Snowfall who got the fat jaw that Ebony had at the Players Club. His girlfriend, his new girl. The one that he's who went
I was thinking you were talking about the girl from All American.
No,
okay.
I said you let me get off of Snowfall without mentioning old girl.
Yeah, you just come in and now you gonna just spend the night in the house, open up. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a deeper tie. It's a strategy to that.
But going back to All American,
talking about Spencer and Cool, and how he stick his nose and
how he's fucking going to Wink for fucking therapy. I meant to mention that a couple episodes ago. Sit up there talking.
Maurice said that shit.
Talking fucking Wink.
I ain't noticing that.
I've been listening to you. You know what, man? The one time a fucking movie hurt my heart and made me feel the type of way when I saw Wink fucking Eminem girl in that studio. I felt that. I swear to God, man. I felt so bad for him in that moment. I was like, wow, you gonna fuck his girl like that? Giving it to her too, like, damn.
Just like, it happened like women. And dudes, just grimy niggas, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like, this is what I'm saying, that's how it be, man.
Well, whatever he talking, I already don't like Spencer dumbass face. I'm just looking at Wink, man. I'm like, he had played his character to a fucking T. I hate Wink. I hate Columbus Short for the way that he played his role in Harlem. I will never forgive those two people for how they played those roles. But back to All American, yeah, man. It was
I say even with the predictability, with that one, even the way it ended, you just knew at some point it was just too much. Like, I don't understand what
she was too quiet.
The infatuation with Olivia is in the first place. Like with him and Spencer, like even if maybe she fucked him and gave him a really great night of action, or if it's just a bond, I think they're gonna bail out by not really being what we think happened. Like looking at the previews, it looks like maybe she caught him, maybe he cheated on her, and Olivia saw it, and it's a secret that they have. But we all want to believe that they fucked around.
They've had that sexual tension from the beginning of the show.
Right.
So
you know what I'm saying?
That would be what everybody would think. I guess that'll probably be the predictable thing.
Yeah. But you just knew it was gonna end with a bombshell or something. I told Marie, I said it's gonna end with somebody, they're gonna drop a summer bomb, and somebody's gonna end with somebody staring into the fucking screen. And it ended exactly the way that I predicted with Spencer fucking staring off to that damn stare. He does at least, if it's 10 episodes, at least 7 of them. He end every episode looking stupid as fuck like that.
Well, with Jordan, man, what would you do in that situation? If you was an athlete, or if you had an injury, would you disclose that with your girl? Or would you keep that to yourself?
First off, she got the nerve to have an issue with somebody withholding information with what she did with the whole baby process. So if it was me, after you've done that, then, and you keep letting me know you're not sure what we are. Right. So this is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what we are, so I don't know if I can trust you and share this information with you. You know what I'm saying? So, and maybe I just didn't think to share that with you because we're not connected the way that we don't talk. I'm trying to see how you upset about this. So, when he did it and she got upset, I don't think it should have made her that mad.
Right.
But it all when it ties into I'm looking at it in disbelief. Like, I think Jordan is like Jordan is a little fizz ass nigga. Like a real punk ass nigga that got nothing.
Got no spine.
Nothing, man. Like wanna get a bitch ass attitude with his boy.
But it's because his father is not truly being. I do think that could goes to the fact of like you can't really have secrets and you shouldn't have secrets and things like that because his father hasn't been able to properly be a father and really show him that way. So Jordan really don't know anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, I can see it from that perspective.
Like he trying to find everything. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get approval from everybody in his life, and he can't really get it. He trying to get it from his coach. He ultimately trying to get it from his father. He know he ain't going D1. I don't know. He just need to let that dream go.
You don't know how good he is. You never see nothing like
right, and they put his success on others, so he just got a lot to prove, and he just ain't got nothing stable to go back on. Because even in his household, his parents may be getting back together or whatever. So
they need to. Yeah. She need to get past that. She need to get past that, man.
What are they arguing about? I have a follow-up question after that.
Remember, it was like it was a secret. The secret between Spencer's mom, and she didn't know. And I guess she stepped out. They marriage and shit.
We've both been through breakups, man, and got back together. Like
I don't know how he's doing that.
What do you do? How is that? Like that initial conversation, or how do you go about that conversation? Like he did? Because I feel like all men do the way he did. You look up, you see some shit out of the ordinary, like you see that dress, he's like, oh, my bad, I'm bad. I know you was gonna go out. You know you got a little date or something like that. You throw it out there. Like, is that the route that you went about it when you was sort of kind of asking and trying to figure out?
I didn't put that sign back, but I'm listening. Yeah.
If trying to add, like what route did you go when you trying to add and see if she was dating?
First off, when a woman break up with you trying to get her back, you are the most punk ass nigga in the world. I don't give a fuck who you is. The toughest nigga, you see like also the motherfuckers be doing shit, you be like, you always gotta do something out of character. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's all the things that you really you wanna do, but your masculinity won't allow you to do it. You know what I'm saying? So of course, you too prideful to just flat out say it. Mm-hmm. So you sneak it in because you don't want your feelings hurt. So you don't want to try to say something aggressive and they tell you like, motherfucker, get out. Like, I told you what I'm doing. Because you always, even if you take that smooth approach, mm-hmm. like what she'll do is we'll have that connection, mm-hmm. but then she push your ass back away. So the moment you feel like you're back in and you're not fully back in, she's going to remind you that we're not together. And if you keep on doing this, you're going to push me further.
Right.
All right. So, yeah, I probably would ease my way into any one of those conversations. However you can get it. You be so fucking excited, you just be like, yeah, you don't want to let the phone go. Or you don't want to let the moment go. So the way you went over there and start fixing shit, it's not the norm. You're going to do that, and you just want to show things of appreciation. She's been mad at me. I've cleaned up and mopped the floor. So when she come home and shit, it's like stupid as shit. Women, they got a problem. Come in and then the house smell good. Oh, you took the time to clean up. That's a big thing for them.
I think the route I used to go in, I would do the phone route while I'd be on the phone with them, and when it's time to get off the phone, or if you try to rush me off the phone anytime before 11, I always say like, oh, you must have not talked to your other nigga or something like that. Or your man finna come over or something like that. Depending upon that answer, is the answer why I'll gauge, okay, maybe she's not talking to nobody, maybe she is. Like, that'd be my way to throw a little feel out there. Like, fuck, I'll use the phone.
Or try to text. She got the phone with you, and you like, it ain't that late. She ain't really give me the answer I want. So now I'm going to text her and see if she responds.
Oh, yeah.
Now she'll respond, I'm like, oh, man, my mind is racing. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you keep getting those text threads, it's putting you at ease the rest of the night. It's just one night. People don't understand it's just one night. It is however long that process is to recovering that relationship. Every one of those nights are filled with that type of male trauma.
At any point in time during, did you ever feel like she had to do something to persuade you to want her back? Or was it just always you on the acceptance? And what I mean is, he's the one that made the mistake, so he's the one that has to change. But it could still be things that he doesn't like about her. Mm-hmm. So although I do want you back, I may want you back in a different way. I may not want you back the same way, just like you don't want me back the same way. So was it things that was like deal breakers, or was it things that you was looking at like,
as a man, you always have to be the first one to cave. You know what I'm saying? You always have to be the first one to try to reestablish. Now, once you reestablish, then that's when you say, all right, this got to change. But you got to get back reestablished. So up until that point, it's nothing that she has to do to get me back. I'm all getting you until I get back to that point. Now I'm at that point, now you got to keep me here, okay? You know what I'm saying? Now you got to keep me here. But you don't just throw that out either, because you still like, man, this motherfucker really just walked away. Because it's hard to do that breakaway. When y'all together be like, all right, you can fight, you can argue. But you know it's always a way to get that, you know what I'm saying, that flame back. Once they break away, man, you feel it. So you like, all right, I'm going to do everything I need to do. But when you get back, reestablish. And now, throw some of those things out there. See if she'll take the bait. She may still just be like, she may hit your ass with the, well, I barely want you to. I mean, you started telling me what you want me to do. We can just go back. You be like, no, okay, listen. I'm still not there yet. Right. I still ain't there yet. I've been tearing that ass up, but I still ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? God damn. You know what I'm saying? You just put.
That's fucked up, man. This is what I be trying to say, and I be trying to argue as to why. I know why, but it's fucked up that it's always just all to the woman's side. Like you said, we gotta. What if it's not our fault in the break?
Still your fault.
What if it's not our fault?
It ain't your fault. You know why it's still your fault? Because if you was doing X, Y, Z, I wouldn't. What do you mean? You shouldn't be doing those things. Why don't you talk to me? I can't talk to you because. So what the fuck? It's gonna be communication. It's gonna be your fault, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta own that shit. We own that shit. I commend the guys who don't own that shit. It's like, hey, I'm not. Remember that text that Just Jazz, do say, you say, was reading about and we were talking about that guy?
Oh, dude said.
I commend that guy. He's like, no, listen, motherfucker. You wrong. You know what I'm saying? They'll be wrong. They'll never apologize either. They'll never apologize. They'll apologize in their own little ways, and you'll accept it because I don't know who told us that we have to accept it. They're never gonna say I'm sorry. Or they'll say, well, I did this, and even if you bring it up later, and I don't want to sound like I'm just bashing them, I'm just speaking facts right now, I'm telling the truth. Even if you bring it up later, they'll say, well, I bought you this, or I did that. That's my way of saying I'm sorry. I didn't need that. All I needed you to say was, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me that you're sorry and mean it. Right. Sometimes it's just small things for the guys too. But it's always made out to be us. You know what I'm saying? You're too difficult. Not difficult. Just let's try to understand each other and build something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. But I hope he gets back in with the wife.
With his wife?
I hope he gets back in with his wife.
Do you think they're going to go undefeated?
Well, it's a TV show, so they have to go undefeated in order to make the playoffs where they can meet up in the finals. Right. Because we know that that's what's going to happen in this black season.
Oh, you got to look.
Oh, no. It's going to be.
That's the other school.
Man, it's going to be Jordan and Spencer in the finals.
I think I could see Jordan having to face the other school and the other people.
Okay.
Before they then they have to face them in the finals. I can see that. Because one of them has to lose. It's either Jordan's going to lose or Spencer's going to lose.
So is this the final season?
What?
Because then what do you do? Because they seniors.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying the season of All-American. Because they seniors.
I don't know if it's the final season. But I'm just saying, in terms of the big game, I feel like it's going to lean towards. I can see it leaning on Spencer. I mean on Jordan. Like Spencer them losing and him having to come to the realization that, you know what I'm saying, like, I can't win everything, I can't be good at everything, you know. And I try to help the community in different ways. I think that's going to be Spencer's little storyline because, you know, he like that sentimental ass shit.
Yeah, I think Jordan beat Spencer. If we're going to take that route, he's going to beat him in the finals. Which finally gives him those daddy issues that he's having.
That would be cliche though. So I would.
Well, that's what this show is. So I'm giving you daddy issues. I beat my dad, and I beat Spencer, who
WTF?
You know, who actually is kind of the cause of the destruction of my family. His mom, him coming into my life. You know what I'm saying? And now I finally got over the hump. Look, Dad, you left me to go be with him, even though didn't he get fired or the father?
Nah, he left. He didn't get fired.
But it was on. They was like controlling. He had like scouts and some shit.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think he gets his. If we go on your route, he gets his moral victory, and it happens that way. But if Spencer wins, then it's the the cliche. I did it for my dad. You know what I'm saying? On the field. You know what I'm saying? He went back to his college, won a championship with that team, and
I would like to commend Asher for having the balls to sit up there and, just break it down to her and let her know, you know what I'm saying? We grew apart. We still
because you want to be with the other one.
Yeah, some people can't say it. That's where cheating starts. That's how cheating starts.
We grew apart.
Yeah, we grew apart.
Nah, you want to be with. You see, he looking at. They just sitting there so obvious. He's sitting by the damn water. Here come Olivia, saying a bunch of nothing, and I guess it was just enough to just warm fucking Spencer's heart that he had to start fucking blushing, and this girl sitting off in the wheel, not to try to hit the special blunt.
All right, man.
Or should I not?
Go ahead, do your thing. I'll ask you. We'll briefly get into the last show that we'll talk about, WandaVision. What do you think of it, man?
WandaVision, I thought it was only because I kind of looked at the Easter eggs build-ups. If I had not done that, I would have probably looked at it as like it was one of those filler shows where it kind of like dragged out, but it left a lot of pieces from. All right, let me rephrase it. So when I say filler, it's just like that standalone episode of The Walking Dead. So okay, it's cold how they ran through the whole from episode 1 to where we are now, and they explained it inside of our mind, and actually like that's how raw Marvel is. How they just take something and you just know it's gonna mean something at the end. I remember watching episode 1, and you like, what the fuck? And then it all makes sense, but with it being the episode before the finale, I would have wanted a little more action, a little more. Where's Vision? He was on his way. He still ain't made it there. You know what I'm saying? Like he was flying. How far the fuck is? How big is this place?
Well, I think you're dealing with magic. So I feel like all this stuff that's happening is not happening in the time frames that it seems like, you know what I'm saying? So everything probably happened in the course of a couple of minutes. And then when you take it down there into the cave, I'm pretty sure time slows down or whatever. So at the end, like Vision probably gonna come through when she got the kids like that, holding it. But I don't feel like WandaVision was made to be something that's actiony. I feel like WandaVision is something that was made to bring in the X-Men, mutants, and to change her origin story. Because before when she came into the MCU, she couldn't be called a mutant or whatever because they didn't have the rights. But she done went through so many different origin stories that you can either put the one where she is Magneto's daughter, or you can put the one where she's not Magneto's daughter. So with this one, it's the one that she's not, and she's a real life witch or whatever. So I feel like I was looking at something, and they said that they think that at the end of the WandaVision that she's gonna say the word mutants, and maybe Mr. Sinister could be the
Mr. Sinister.
He could be the one that's coming back. He could be the one that's gonna be the next bad guy in the MCU. It could be Mr. Sinister because he manipulates mutant DNA, and you got Wanda who created this whole big ass thing, where she sent the whole thing out through Westview, and how that manipulated old girl's DNA, and she gonna become whoever. Was it Photon or whatever the fucking name is in the comic book? Like, she gonna become her. So maybe when she did that, a lot of the other people in Westview, maybe they got mutant powers. And I'm thinking Westview is around New York. I don't know. I I'm thinking it's in that area, and that's where X-Men is from. So maybe these are gonna be the first ones of the mutants that got their powers or whatever. Or that some people are saying like maybe Thanos when he did the snap, he awoken some of the X genes or whatever. But either way, with Wanda putting that shit out there, maybe, you know what I'm saying, she can get other people mutant powers once they break her out of her little spell or whatever. Or in the House of M thing, the way that she started, she said no more mutants. So maybe she could say I want mutants or something like that at the end of this one or something. So it can go a whole bunch of different ways.
The stone. So did she create that stone?
The Mad Stone?
Yeah.
Nah, that's like something that was created way before her.
But okay.
They said that's the one unlocked her powers and shit. So I do feel like it's definitely something that's gonna
it's gonna be good.
Set up what's gonna happen in the next. And it's
So
good
she
that
gonna
shit
be
was
like-
an hour. So maybe the next one it could be like an hour and a half or something.
46 minutes.
46 minutes, whatever. So maybe the next one could be like an hour and a half or an hour.
They said the
20
next
or
one is
something.
55 minutes with credits.
Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna be the same shit, 46 minutes. But maybe we're gonna get Doctor Strange or something like that in there. But I do like what WandaVision is going, man. I think it's great. And I I started looking into, like, when I went to college for my business management degree, they like marketing class and stuff like that. So you just see the way that Marvel is doing it in terms of how they got WandaVision coming on and then the next one coming on 2 weeks after. So it's like we're gonna give you that 1 week to speculate and do all your little think pieces about what it could be about. Then the next week we probably gonna drop another's. They not gonna drop you nothing that got to do with Captain America and the Winter Soldier. They gonna drop you the next project with a little teaser trailer to that shit like that, like they already doing with Spider-Man. How they done brought up 3 different names and shit like that. Like, so I feel like Marvel has taken on the NFL model, where the NFL found out a way to make you talk about them all fucking year long. It was like, fam, football's only like 3 months long. You can talk about y'all every day.
Every fucking day.
I feel like that's how Marvel's becoming. It's like, they gonna take this shit and dominate it to where it's like, man, you gonna be talking about Marvel and the MCU all fucking year this year. Like, we just gonna keep hitting y'all with shit. Boom, 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 boom.
Black Widow on the 7th.
Yeah, so.
I think May 7th. Then they go into some other shit.
Right.
I'm excited for it. But Vision brought the Vision.
The new one that they got?
Yeah.
Well, that's some comic book shit too. I feel like I got all too nerdy already, man. So I want to
I want to hear it.
even more nerdy. So the comic books, like, they dismantled his ass and then brought him back together. When they brought him back together, he wasn't the same Vision. He was like just a more cold-hearted Vision.
It'd be like Ultron type, what Ultron would have been.
I don't really think it's like they just had no emotional feelings. Like, he was just, I don't know if he was a villain or he was a superhero, but he just wasn't the Vision that they knew. So they was just, now they was on a quest to like try to reverse him and get him back to the old Vision of in the comic book. So
Okay, but he still is an Avenger.
And I don't know. At that, when he was the white Vision, I don't know if he was I didn't dig that deep.
Okay, I got you. I was looking at some Easter eggs. I saw that shit. I was like, yeah, man, this shit gonna be crazy. I wonder, like, well, it's Vision. So is he a figment of her imagination, or is he real? The one that's on his way. You know what I'm saying?
The one that's on his way is a figment of imagination. The one that's outside with them,
right?
That's the real Vision.
So when she awakes, all of this stops. Vision goes away. He's not real. Like,
well, I think
he almost made it out. Like,
I think now that she took them through and she's seen all that shit.
Yeah.
I think now Wanda saw. Okay, now I see how this all happened. You know what I'm saying?
Because so she maybe keep it up.
Right, maybe when she did it before, like, she probably just blocked it all out of her mind and she didn't even know what was going on. She was just that depressed. And so now that she knows, now who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows what's gonna happen with the kids? Who knows what's gonna happen with Vision? Because you basically created all of this shit with your mind.
What about Agnes? Do you think she's like a?
No, she's real.
I'm saying, do you think she's all the way a bad person, or like she kind of seems like a therapist stuff? Like she's opened her eyes up into what
that's
she's capable of doing.
Yeah, that's what she is. She's like the person that hones her powers and that helps her out, mentors her in every iteration that I've ever seen in, even on X-Men Evolution. Like, she was the one that could talk her down, that could get her to do some certain shit. You know what I'm saying? She was the one that could calm her down.
So she could potentially be a good guy. Or Scarlet Witch is like a bad. It's like she's like the Dark Phoenix.
I mean, you can't really be. She's like indifferent. She's like Mystique. She's like Loki. Like I'm only good when it services me. Is how I will look at her and describe her.
Nah, I got you.
But I do. Her one theory that we can get off the Marvel shit is the way that they can bring the X-Men in. They said that when you bring the X-Men in, don't bring them in as good guys. I think they should bring them in as bad guys. So bring them in as somebody so they can go against the Avengers and oppose the Avengers. And the way that you can set that up is by having an old Rogue. Because originally Rogue got her powers from holding on to Captain Marvel for too long, and she damn near killed her. Mm-hmm. So that's why Rogue got the little white shit while she can fly. So if you bring Rogue in like the third Captain Marvel movie or something like that, and she do that to Captain Marvel, and boom, now Captain Marvel down, and now here comes Fury, like, okay, what happened to her? Boom, this is what happened to her. This new creature out here, this mutant, and then
that's set up like Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah, because you got the mutants who, the way it was intended, you can either say, some people say it's the LGBT thing that it was, or it was the black and white thing of how the regular Homo sapiens didn't like mutants and they was always going against them. So if you bring mutants in as bad, misunderstood bad guys, and you know what I'm saying, you just got them fighting, but then you show them doing other shit, you know what I'm saying, saving the world and saving the day in different ways and stuff like that, so they can eventually become good guys. Maybe they can bring it in that way.
Okay. Yeah. I enjoy that shit either way, as long as they got Wolverine in them. And if they gonna change Wolverines, they better get a damn good one. They better get a damn good replacement.
I don't know who they're gonna get, but switch gears, man. Did you go see Tom and Jerry yet, man?
I didn't. I was supposed to take Marie yesterday. It was sold out.
I bet.
The theaters, I was like, I'm gonna go to theaters. I'm like, wow, okay. I guess motherfuckers coming out for Tom and Jerry. Then today, obviously, we couldn't do it. We're doing a pod. Mm-hmm. Maybe tomorrow I'll do it. If not, we'll watch it on HBO Max. Check it out.
Yeah, man.
And see. Talia surprised me. Like, I used to watch it all the time.
It's a good fucking show, man. Everybody watched it. But you.
I wasn't a fan of it coming up.
You watched Dexter's Laboratory?
Nah.
Ed and Eddie?
Nah, hell no.
What'd you watch?
Nah.
Beetleborgs?
Big Bad Beetleborgs. I didn't think I used to watch that. I think so.
Let's get to
I just probably seen the intro. I'm thinking like, if you asking me for...
I'm not asking you anything, but did you see Shmurda? He's on.
I did see it. I saw all hype around it.
What you think?
I don't know, man. It's just I don't know how the fuck to think about Bobby Shmurda being home. I was never really a fan of his music. It was an event, get to come out and see it. Everybody was, I don't know, I didn't really give a fuck. I'm just saying, man, I just really didn't care. So I looked at it, I saw it, I see Quavo. I guess they were locked in the whole time he was there.
Well, they have said that they met in 2014. So
yeah.
They knew each other.
So they've been cool, locked in. Like, there's no need for all the fucking, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, I understand when you do something for somebody, just do it. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a scene. I know it's like everything seems like it's so fucking scripted nowadays. You know what I'm saying? With everything. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think they're doing this because of 6ix9ine? Because of the looming presence and how big he's become? So you have to champion this and champion the stand-up guys and what he did, and to shed light so that you don't want to champion the buffoonery.
No, they was championing before 6ix9ine. They was championing.
No, I'm saying like to this magnitude.
No, I think they already had that in their mind.
No, I'm saying they're calling him the king of New York. They're doing this big. So you said he was. So I don't feel like with 6ix9ine, if he wasn't around, I don't feel like Shmurda would have gotten this big of a reception. Like, no. I don't think it would have been this huge. That's what I'm saying. Like, because you got what's going on, because he came home and he did such a stand-up move and taking that extra time, like, is that why do you think? That to me, that's why I feel like it's such a big deal. Because I'm trying to see and wonder, it's like, he had, his songs wasn't, he's not a rapper. He's not a rappy rapper. So for the music they make, they was good songs. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't see that as people like everybody is literally like championing the man to be like they so geeked and hyped for him to come on and release music, and it's like.
I think it's more so like they probably more so happy for him to come home and follow him. I don't think. I can't understand how New York can have such a high standard when it comes to music and lyrical content, just all that shit, and then turn around and say that they are anticipating Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy Rebel album or music because it's not lyrical, so it's not what would be held to their standard. You know what I'm saying? But every time it's just, I think New York, because the state of hip hop and because how they feel like New York should always be on top, it's an extra incentive to make sure that is pushed. We need this king of New York. Everybody's fucking king of New York. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, why y'all argue about something that's like it's not even fucking real, man? So they have to push Bobby to the moon. You know what I'm saying? Because it's New York.
Do you think his music is gonna match that?
No.
Like not of course
not on New York level.
Of course not lyrically, but do you think he's gonna be able to do another hot nigga or even a Bobby bitch? Like
maybe not a hot nigga, but I think he's gonna be able to make
another
relevant music. Oh, he definitely gonna make relevant music with this new
to that magnitude. I'm saying, do you think it's gonna take off like that? Because Rowdy Rebel put out a song, the Jesse Owens song, like it's okay, it's decent, it's not bad. I'll fuck with it.
Yeah, it's gonna take off, even if it's not
good.
It's gonna be to the point you heard something before you like, nah, I don't really like that. Then everybody keep playing, you like, nah, it ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It didn't change the type of song it was, just that it started to get such, you heard certain shit you hear so much, even if it's good, you don't want to hear it.
But has he released a song yet?
I haven't heard anything from him. I haven't even heard a snippet. You know what I'm saying?
That's shocking, man.
Yeah.
Because there's so much anticipation. And every rapper can't wait to get out.
But that's why you gotta wait. He can't just,
But usually they do a first day out.
Right, he could do the first day out and that shit would have went. It's gonna go out. It's gonna go crazy whenever you drop it. But had he did a first day out, I think it would have been like, that would have been his best bet. Because it would have been grossly overhyped. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't have failed. But in the time where we in, when people are so sensitive with comments, they so worried about what people are gonna say about them. You know what I'm saying? So I think it makes it harder for them to try to go in there and even try to produce that type of shit. I was looking at a 6ix9ine thread, and literally he had just fucking made the post 2 minutes ago. He had like 25,000 comments. None of the comments were real. It was all off the subject. Just saying, I'm like, it's all the bots and the fucking the comment section, man. The comment section has become a dictator of how people deliver music, produce music, and make music, or anything. You know what I'm saying? So,
do you think his content is going to be the same as it was before?
Yeah, it's going to be definitely that. It's going to be like
because he said it seems like from an interview that I heard that it seems like he's like a little different, like his mindset and his head is in a different space.
Yeah, well maybe he'll make party music. He gonna still give you that tough shit. He's probably not gonna put it to. It probably wouldn't be to the magnitude of the stuff that he was putting out before. You know what I'm saying? But it's still gonna be like that gangster shit where you still talking your shit. You know what I'm saying? Tough shit. You know what I'm saying? But then also having a lot of that party energy. I think that's probably the best lane for him to go. You know what I'm saying? Right now, definitely with him being on parole and not really trying to go back. Just take the party scene and just make that shit into,
Who do you want to hear with? If you had to.
If I had to hear with somebody, it'd be Dirk. Dirk Vaughn. R.I.P. Vaughn. Can't do Vaughn.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say Vaughn, man. Come on, man.
He got, how they did the
like make a song?
Yeah, I did like the Biggie shit.
The Pop Smoke.
Like they got a bunch of verses and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely want to hear, I like to hear him and Pop Smoke, them mash up a song like that. But him Fabio and Rowdy, That'll definitely go.
Yeah.
That'll go crazy. Yeah. Maybe about the next artist who I can listen to, Measure Hit Young and May off the act.
I didn't. Can't listen. I'm not. She cold.
Cold.
She cold.
It's fire.
But I'm not gonna go research her music.
No, it's good. Off the Young and May off the act. It's more. It's sort of to the tune of what was the other one she had? Ooh.
Yeah.
Like it's like that, but it's on the drill. It's still that New York drill beat shit. Drill beat. It's on the New York drill beat. It's pretty good, man. I like
She
it.
talking tough.
She talking that shit.
That's what it's hard to listen to, man.
But even like Young and May, she got a nice voice though. So when she says and the way she talk, so when she say some of her words, the way she say shit, it's like that should be sounding cold, be sounding slick. Like you gotta listen to it, man. I think that's a pretty good song.
Was in that playlist you sent?
Yeah, that you didn't listen to.
Okay.
That we've been listening to over the past 2 weeks. Our last couple of episodes have been a little incoherent. One didn't come out, and one was just way too damn high. So
Yeah. No, I'll check it out.
yeah, man, Young and May off the yak.
We
Good
back
song.
on cue this episode though.
Yeah,
We
man.
good.
So I know
Off the yak.
you didn't listen to Young and May off the yak. I know you didn't listen to Chris Brown and 7th Street or Guilty.
Hell no, I ain't listen to that. I didn't listen to that shit, man.
Why not? It's a good song.
Because I don't know what to even research that. Like, yeah, I have to, like, nah, man, it's just not. I'm not saying it's a bad. You alright? I ain't saying it's a bad song. I just don't even know. Like, I don't go search the fucking Brown section. Chris Brown is not an artist that I go checking for, or 7th Street. Neither one of those artists. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go checking for them. Nah, I haven't heard that. Ain't heard that shit.
Fuck you, man.
What else?
What the fuck I was gonna say?
Did we talk about last week that remake?
We did. The GOAT.
Oh God. Pardon me.
Get it out.
What you
Get it
say?
out. Take us with it.
There it is.
228 hope.
There it is. What we got? What were you
You
saying?
should ask about the Chris Brown remix.
No, the remix with Dirk.
And the girl relay. Did you know that's Benzino's daughter?
I didn't, and that changes the way that I'm gonna. Benzino is a fucking joke. He's a fucking joke. He's like a bad guy. He's like an evil villain. I didn't know that was his daughter, but okay. So we talked about the last episode.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something. Let me go to my fucking playlist. Like, pull up my phone.
No, I know what I can add. I know what I can talk about. I'm just waiting on you to
I'm
give
trying
me
to
the
see if I got something.
I'm gonna listen to the T Grizzly Gay That Back.
You said that last week.
I know, but we didn't really get into it. That song is good. And the Money Bag Yo Time today, like
Yeah, I played it. I never skipped that.
Young and May off the yak, T Grizzly Gay That Back, and Money Bag Yo Time today is the 3 best songs.
Yeah,
like.
Time Today is
Yeah.
definitely.
But I wanted to get into we was talking.
Lil TJ. We talk about that one.
Yeah, him and 6 Lack.
Yeah, I like that too.
I wanted to get into we talked about the Judas and the Black Messiah last week, but we didn't get really to the soundtrack. I think the best song on that soundtrack is not the whole song. I think it's Polo G Last Man Standing.
Okay.
Did you hear it? Did you listen to it?
I ain't listened to that one.
God damn it, man.
I told you I ain't listened to that fucking soundtrack.
You're dead. God damn it,
Should have
man.
did the sounds first, then say headshot. No, I didn't. I'll listen to it. Is that playlist? Is that the playlist too? Because your button ain't working.
It is in the playlist.
Alright, I'm listening to the playlist on the way to work tomorrow.
Oh my God. Well, the podcast is out today. So it does me no good
Well,
to ask you these fucking questions.
But I can follow up.
You said the Dirk and G Herbo song wasn't bad, but I do agree with you. It wasn't really on content in terms of what the movie was about. But the Polo G song was right on par, was right on content, and he was really spitting in that song. So. And Polo G's he's been getting off, man. I don't think he's getting a lot of credit. You know, like the champion Chicago rappers on him, man.
From the same hood.
What the fuck? I didn't say nothing, man.
gonna shut the fuck up. What else? What other music you want to talk about? Some more badass music. You want to talk about 6ix9ine music?
I don't.
There's nobody listens to it. Go ahead, but bots. You know what I said? Wait, to go back to that number shit again. In 24 hours, what he had, like 20 million views? You made a big post about it. Right?
Who cares?
It's at 32 million.
Okay.
So how the fuck you do 20-some million in a fucking day, and then you do 10 million in a week? Bots. Common sense. That's all I want to just say about the bots and things. Fucking up music. I don't know what you're pressing. No. Wait, you seem like you was running out of time and out of conversation. So I'm just checking, host.
When you're listening to music tomorrow, I want you to listen to and check out the album that I sent you. The debut album of Rap Crush. What you gonna say?
Who is that?
It's someone I follow on Instagram. She's a rapper from Chicago.
Okay, alright.
And I follow her on Instagram, and her name is Rap Crush. She put out her debut album, Keisha. Came out on Valentine's Day. I've been meaning to come in and talk about it, but we've been too fucking high, so I haven't been able to come in and talk about it. But it's a pretty good album, man. I think you should check it out.
Okay. I support.
Are you gonna really listen to it?
Is this something that
Does
does that have something to do with the podcast? Some type of influence?
What do you mean? No,
Is
it's just good music.
Will it help out? Will it somebody that's like potentially that can help out down the line?
Like I said, I want this to be a Chicago podcast where we uplift all Chicago
I ain't
fans.
listening to it.
Well, you
Nah.
homies, hopefully you guys like it.
Damn! Go ahead, man.
You done? You got it out?
I'm done, man.
Home.
Homies.
Hopefully you guys go out there and listen to it and check it out. Rap Crush, her debut. Rap Crush. That's a cool ass name.
Rap Crush, debut album, Keisha.
Yeah, you're Rap Crush. I mean, Rap Crush is Rap Crush.
Did you see Cash Doll and KD?
Shut up! We're talking about Rap Crush.
I'm talking about
Go out there. Go out there, download and listen to Rap Crush's debut album, Keisha. It's pretty good. My favorite song on that is Queen and Slim. My second favorite song on that, it's become my second favorite. It's called Drink and Play That Game. I like that song too.
Okay.
6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and also Lucky Charm.
Oh, you can check this music out.
It's a good album, man. I'm telling you, it's a good album. Fucking check it out.
The singing, or she rapping?
It's like it honestly gives me like old school music feel, like the 90s hip hop. Like it's not that pussy talk shit. Like the shit that you don't like is not that. Like it's
She
like,
actually raps.
She can rap, yeah. Like she raps. She got flow. Like I love her voice. Like it's pretty good, man.
Okay.
Check it out, man. Now what do you want? What were we saying, Katie?
No, I'm saying, did you see like the back and forth?
Yeah, I saw that. I always think want to fuck Katie. Who do you feel like is in the right or the wrong?
Kevin Durant. I mean, who the fuck listens to those? Alright, no, man. I was just say Kevin Durant, because when you say KD, I guarantee you no one, I guarantee you,
Nobody thinking Cash.
10 out of 10 says, Cash out? No, not saying that.
I mean, I guess.
But she did clap back. Your name is Kevin Durant. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But he is KD. There's some stupid shit to argue. Maybe he won't. Maybe that was his way of trying to get the conversation going with her. You know, trying to slide that DM.
Clap them cheeks.
Yeah. The way he tearing them cheeks up. You know what I'm saying? That
Cry, baby.
Hey man, that part, when she said that, I just say, I'm telling you, that's the standout. I was like, wow, you're really going in. I am.
Any other music that you got?
No, fuck. No, I'm out.
No music.
I'm out of fucking.
Last thing I want to talk to you about, man. You know I'm coming over here, an advocate for Bow Wow, man. Did I ask you about him going to wrestling?
You did not.
How do you feel? Do you feel like he could be the next Leo Rush?
Oh my God. Bow Wow will be the the next version.
His finisher would be called doggy style.
He trying to. Did he say that? He didn't say that. He didn't tell me. Tell me to not just say that. Since we talking about wrestling, Bow Wow would probably be the equivalent to Mike Tyson. Without the impact, just the poorness of the delivery, and just the bad. You just like, this is bad acting. This is not believable. Equivalent to Mike Tyson in the wrestling world. That's what I would give him. I want to move right past him.
Well, you don't watch growing up. You don't watch growing up hip hop.
I don't know what it is. Growing up hip hop. Keep talking about Bow Wow.
Growing up hip hop.
That one of your favorites? He's in your top 5? Is he in your top 5? Fucking Lil Bow Wow, you just don't know.
Bow Wow definitely in my top 30. I can put him top 30.
As a personality?
Career. Top 30.
Rapper.
Top 30 all time career. That's movies, music,
No,
TV
you
shows.
don't just merge all that shit together. You need all that to make a list.
Top 30.
But we having a fucking close house. Man, hit the blunt. Go ahead and hit this fucking blunt. Since you want to talk about Bow Wow.
Well, I would say, with music, it would be hard because you know other people wrote some of his shit for him. So if you just want to go into how he delivered it and his performance in terms of music, then I would definitely say he got to be top 30.
When he was a little boy. Because after he had it was a game to a point. I'm starting to become fucking belligerent up here. So much smoking. Can you see it on the camera?
You saying it's pretty cool if you look on your homies. If you go on YouTube, you see, like you start at the beginning, you can see his nose smoke, but then you go to the end. Sorry. Yeah, you go to the end, you can see like it's just a thick film of smoke, and the camera's still a little foggy or whatever. But yeah,
man.
just all I want to ask you, man.
Growing up with Bow Wow, stopped after being what was his last 106 Park song? He was like the man. And if you still listening, you talking about his performing his music career past that point, you lying to yourself. You just fanned out. Now go ahead with your other question. Fanned out. That's the fuck you is. So now watching them on Growing Up Hip Hop.
It's a good show. Are you looking forward to The Brat?
Another fucking joke. Go ahead.
Bow Wow.
I know you're not finna say Jermaine Dupri. I just know you ain't. I know you ain't finna say him.
Diamond from Crime Mob.
The reject. All right, go ahead. Who else?
And Pimpin' from them Franchise Boys.
Oh my fucking God. Is this a group?
Them 4 are gonna make a song. Deb Anthony, Waka Flocka's mom, is gonna put together that song. It's like a We Are the World album.
We Are the World album. You just saw that on Drink Chaps?
I know. I didn't. It's on Love It. It's on because she wanna put like a COVID album, like a 2020 COVID album to show what's been going on.
And those the people she picked.
Well, she picked it's more people. She got Johnny Blaze on there.
Man, what's this? Alright, man. This is a fucking joke. You watching the show with these people making music?
Easy doing on that too. It's good.
Don't know them.
It's pretty good.
Who else? Give me some more people on this fucking Real Out of the World song that won't fucking sell. Fucking 1,000 copies. Who else?
Lily from SWV, her son, he can rap. He can actually rap. I will say that he can actually rap. But we'll get out of here on this, man. But we'll get out of here on
Wow.
Speaking of Dan Anthony, did you watch the show Hip Hop Undiscovered? Did you see that?
No.
Are you gonna watch it? No.
Is that what they were showing, like, what they do in the streets?
Yeah, just like
Behind the scenes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will watch that.
I watched episode 1 and I will say it's pretty good. It's a damn good show.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
It's,
That's something I'll watch.
If you didn't know who any of these people are or was, it's a great way for you to find out about them. It's entertaining. We got a lot of like behind the scenes shit, and I like documentaries that's like really put together well. You know what I'm saying? Like they put together well, and they got a lot of people that validate shit. Like the Michael Jordan doc, like yeah, everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just no bullshit doc where we just had weak ass players in there or whatever. Like so, this shit is good. It starts out with T.I. In the beginning doing his T.I. things, saying big words and shit like that, but. Hip Hop Undiscovered, man. Or Unresolved, whatever it's called. It's good. Halfway through episode 1, and yeah, I'm hooked. You know what I'm saying? In terms of everything. Yeah. So
I'm gonna watch it. That's on my way to watch. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You're not gonna check.
I am, because I fuck with. I want to see stuff like that because they're supposed to be real people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And next week, you know what's coming next week, man?
Episode 49. Jake.
Your favorite pitcher. You're glad that the Cubs kept him, right? But
no, he ain't my favorite pitcher.
Anyway.
He's a racist.
Oh, man, get him the fuck out of here, man.
There you go, whip his ass. Whip you, white man.
I didn't forget what I was going to say, man.
You said,
Coming to America is coming out March 5th.
okay.
I'm going to watch it. I'm gonna watch Coming to America 1, and then I'm gonna go watch Coming to America 2, and I'm gonna come back next week live on the Straight Gas on Me podcast. I'm gonna have my Coming to America review and my Coming to America 2 review next week live on the podcast.
And he's saying that because he's a grown ass man
Who's never seen
Coming to America.
No. My review is coming. My Coming to America review.
He gets mad at me for never watching fucking Hey Arnold or fucking some weird shit.
Hey Arnold's
he's never seen Coming to America.
Hey Arnold's a good show.
It's mind blowing. You know what I'm saying?
Anything else you got for the people there?
Nah, I'm about to go eat me some of that spaghetti that you talking about.
That bland ass. Ask the homies when we got here. When you make spaghetti, what type of sauce do you put in your spaghetti? Are you a Deo type of guy where you put in the regular meat sauce or traditional ragu? Is that all you use?
It was Prego with meat sauce, but it's other things added to it.
Prego or ragu, and then you just add a whole bunch of nigga shit in there.
How you know what I'm saying?
Mustard, mayo.
Why would you put those things
cayenne
together?
pepper, barbecue sauce. Like, what are we making? Spaghetti?
He's trying to have bowel movements. You think I'm gonna fucking add all this shit? It's just spaghetti.
Slop Joe spaghetti is what he be eating.
No, man.
And you know how he eats?
With a little barbecue sauce.
He know his bag. You know it tastes like shit. So he's fucking piles Parmesan cheese all the time.
Man, listen.
Me
Little
on
barbecue sauce, man.
I'm a vodka spaghetti sauce guy. Saccaroni
First
guy.
off, let me tell you something. This nigga act like I forgot that he had to fucking go and get a notebook and write down how to make spaghetti from someone, I forgot who the fuck it was. They gave him the whole recipe, right? So they told him to try this vodka sauce, marinara, whatever the fuck else he put up in there. And now you think you're a fucking chef because he took this stuff. But go ahead and tell him all the hot shit that you want to just make a fucking flavor hot. You want to eat flavor hot shit in the fucking pan.
Saccaroni is
meat cheese. Making flavor hot meat cheese.
I just put cayenne pepper in there.
Flavor hot with meat and cheese. Go ahead, please. Please.
I put the cayenne pepper in there. I put jardinere in there, and then I'll take the hot wings, the Red's hot wing buffalo sauce. I spray that around in there too.
But I can't add barbecue sauce. But I can't add
just to give a little kick. And I put butter in my noodles as they cook it.
But I can't add barbecue sauce to my fucking traditional fucking, not traditional. What the fuck? Prego with meat sauce.
Yeah.
I can't add barbecue. But you can go and fucking buy some shit that's called Saccaroni, or whatever the fuck it is. Add some fucking cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper. fucking wing sauce. And what was the other? And fucking hot peppers. And put that shit up in there.
I know what it is, Jardinelle.
Peppers.
Jardinelle. You ever had Jardinelle spaghetti? And you get pepper jack
No, I'm not
cheese.
eating that hot shit. Mouth on fire. You are eating flaming hot for meat and cheese. In the frying pan, and the noodles are the flaming hots. And that's it. I'm out this motherfucker. That's all I got to say about episode 48.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another great episode of the Straight Gas Only Podcast.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I am D-Block. To my left is Dale, the truth teller, spaghetti eater.
Yeah, man. I ain't adding no motherfucker. I ain't putting no hot peppers in my motherfucking spaghetti. Taking shit too far. Ain't it? What kind of recipe is that?
Small recipe.
A fucking bell pepper. Put a motherfucking pepper in, a real pepper.
Jardinelle.
Motherfucking eat spaghetti like that and shit. Drinking pop with it and shit. Mouth, I want my fucking mouth to sting. I don't want no taste buds when I'm done. Motherfucker had no taste buds sitting there eating that shit, watching the NBA with no fans. Fucking playing ranked basketball. Motherfucker, how is that great night?
Fuck you, man. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Straight Gas Only Podcast.
Oh,
episode 48. I am D-Block.
D-Block to the right.
Dale to my left. Get out of here, man. The High Number Duo, man. Another great episode in the books.
He didn't hit the blunt.
Maybe next time.
Fuck you, man. Cut that shit off. I'm gonna call that shit too. I know fucking YouTube will still catch it. You're a piece of shit. Turn that shit off.